Hello YouTube, welcome to the OKGoodReview channel. And today guys, our very first leader class ever. And it is the one, the only Rodimus Unicronus, guys. Saw this guy and there was no way, guys, no way we could not have him. And there are some really happy surprises as well with this figure. So guys, we'll get into that in a minute, but first let's take a look at the packaging. And we have him holding his matrix for some reason, guys. The matrix is under his chest. We'll get to that in a bit. Of course, leader class, a Decepticon. And I don't know what all this symbology on the side of the box is, nor honestly, guys, do I care that much. And of course, we have Nemesis Hot Rod here, guys, which of course is different from Rodimus Unicronus. So basically, guys, you can see you get two separate figures when you buy this one in one sense. He has, of course, the Matrix, guys, of Chaos. And that is what he is corrupted by, guys. And it is to destroy the Matrix of Leadership, apparently. Here he is. Remove the armor, 28 steps, 14 steps, 5 steps. So it is true, it is much easier to go from his vehicle mode into his vehicle mode than it is to kind of do this other stuff. You actually have to disassemble him slightly to get to the other part. And of course you can fit in Alpha Trion. And I don't know who Alpha Trion makes. You can do Alchemist Prime. And I don't know who he makes. And you can do as well Vector Prime, guys, and I don't know who Vector Prime, guys, makes either. So you have a different variety here, guys. Follows, of course, you guys, I guess, a continuity from Titan's Return, guys, which had all that stuff in there. There's instructions, and there's a whole lot of Cybertronian stuff inside the box, which we don't care about. Okay, so let's take a look at the figure, guys, and I'm going to have a very difficult time, I can see already, trying to fit this guy into the camera. So he holds together really well in this mode. It does have some nice stiff ratchet joints here, but you almost have to pre-do these, because if you do these like this, see, look, he just tumbles. So it's almost like the ratchet doesn't catch up parts of these, which I find a little bit obnoxious. I, however, love this face sculpt. This is one of my most favorite face sculpts, guys, of any of the Transformers. And his matrix is, let's see if we can get to it. It is in here, guys. So there it is. And you can have him hold it if you would like to do that. Or actually, you know, come to think of it, you probably can't have him hold it. So I'm not sure, the artwork is kind of misleading there, because you can see his big meaty fist is all molded together. You can break the weapon apart, however, though, and they plug in really hard. So you can give him, you can make him old Mr. Two-Fisted if you want to. I sort of like that about the weapon, and taking these out can be somewhat of a pain, guys, but let's do that right now so we can do a close-up. I do like this weapon, guys. I feel like this needs paint apps, and I may be doing that at some point in the future, guys. I think this is actually a really cool weapon. I personally like it better when it's extended. So when you're making it into this gigantic super rifle. That is my direct preference, guys. So you can see his head gets caught by this stuff, so he can't swivel 360 degrees, but there's nothing to see back here except for his car parts anyway, so he doesn't need to do that. Pay attention, guys, to the markings when you're doing this. It will save you a whole lot of agony if you do that, because on the back you can see here are these natural sort of flow lines, And you're thinking, hey, I'll bet I want to put those in front. And no, you guys definitely do not, for reasons that will become obvious in the course of this review. So you can see he's honestly kind of kibbly a little bit from the side. He's got this gigantic backpack for his trailer. Yeah. So from the front, he looks really good though. I do like this mode quite a bit, guys. I kind of wish his legs weren't super beefy like this. I think this is almost a little too much proportionally. If somehow they could have engineered this to hide it, it would have been better. I do like the stickers, some nice chrome stickers on here. Both of these say, let's see if we can pull it in. I don't know if you guys could be able to see it because we're getting some nasty, nasty glare out of this, but they both say Rodimus. Yeah, we can't do that. We just get too much bounce. We have some rotation here, guys. And of course, we've got the positioning here as far as all this stuff goes. This works for me, guys. I think this is a great display model like this. This is a good mode. It doesn't always stand particularly well, guys, as you can see. The backpack sort of gives it a little bit of an issue, guys, standing there because it's a lot of weight on the back of them. Overall, though, I like this. I like the exhaust pipes on the side. You get sort of a, and you can turn these however you want them. You do get a nice sort of gun effect to those. This is one of my areas of contention. I really think Titan's Return irritated me with this. Power of the Primes is continuing that trend of having just garbage rims. But I guess you can't have everything, guys. And you got a little bit of there, of course, you've got a lot of rotation here, guys. So you can give him this sort of lean and mean. Let's just show you that. If he'll cooperate here, give him the sort of lean and mean stance here, guys. And you can see there's ankle articulation. There's a lot of really, really good articulation in this. Surprisingly so, guys, for something this size. As far as the rest of this, and the reason, guys, I'm doing this review is our star likes the smaller toys a lot. This, and honestly, a lot of the Voyager classes are a little bit oversized for what he prefers. And this one can be a little bit complicated. So we're going to next put him in the Nemesis Hot Rod mode, guys. So the first thing we do is actually remove these. And they just, this part comes off. You can see that is there, but this actually, oh boy, plugs in here, okay. So it plugs onto these things, guys, and so we have these things, and then we have these things plugging onto them. Not super in love with this system, guys, to be honest with you, but that's why you have to have this part in front instead of this part. If you have this part in front, you can't actually get to this. So this makes up his arms, and from there we actually just take the body right off of this. So this becomes his trailer. We're going to put that to the side for now. This also becomes his trailer. We don't need that either. So from here, this will become Nemesis Hot Rod. So the first thing we do from here is sort of undo this. So we can open this up and we can put his head away. And his head comes through here. And you can see here is our buddy Nemesis Hot Rod's head. Okay, so we need to get the legs out of the way. We need to just spin this around. So this part actually, you have to pull it out to get him to give the head. But you can see it doesn't take a whole lot to actually transform him into robot mode. And this needs to come up. So guys, now we have these parts in front. So once we get that done, we can just, I think, just leave his head there. From here, we need to, so you can see there's a joint there, so we need to bring his foots out, lift up this other one, and bring his foots out as well. And there we have, guys, our pal, with the oversized gun. And you can use the same ports, of course, for his hands, even though he doesn't have the big meaty fists of the other guy. Oh boy, get in there. So there, the gigantic oversized rifle 4. Give me that back. Nemesis Hot Rod, guys. Nemesis Hot Rod I like a lot less in robot mode. I think you can see there's a ton of articulation here, garbage rims. His fists molded in with the exhaust pipes. You can't do anything with this. I don't like this. I'm not a big fan of this in any capacity. You can extend this out, so for whatever reason, you could do that, I guess. And not clipping together especially well at the moment. But, I mean, he looks okay. He looks okay like this. Okay, guys, so here we have, this is Rodimus Prime from Titan's Return versus Nemesis Prime, guys. And you can see there's some pretty substantial differences here with just the way this is organized. And part of that has to do with making him into the gigantic trailer that he becomes. But you can see the face sculpt is pretty similar. Height's about the same. Titan's Return is actually somewhat shorter. Not a great deal, but somewhat shorter. And he's obviously not anywhere near as beefy. And of course, guys, to get him in vehicle mode, all we're doing is sliding this back. Oops. Okay. As we're putting his head back, so we need to pull this back out, tuck this, and like so, and plug in the front part. Alright guys, so before we get too far into this, I always forget this part, so let me do this right now. Tuck his foots. Get in there. Okay. Tuck his foots, put this together. Now this part right here, guys, will clip in, I believe, to this other part. Oh yeah, okay, and you can see there's more tabs here. This part is actually kind of a pain. So the easiest way I found to do this is to put this part in first. And then it will sort of line up with this other part. And of course, then we need to pop these parts out. Okay. And ooh. Now, stay together. Okay. So not crazy complex or anything. But there he is now in Nemesis Hot Rod vehicle mood. And I think it's okay. Okay guys, so we're going to compare him again to Titan's Return Hot Rod, just so you guys can see the differences, and so you can see the back of the car. Nemesis Hot Rod is huge comparatively, guys. So you can see he's a little bit wider. Not a great deal wider, but in terms of length, guys, you can see definitely longer, definitely. So this one has wheels pinned in. I wish this did, actually. But garbage rims, I think this is okay. I don't think it's a great vehicle mode by any means. I think it's okay. It's okay. Alright, so getting on to throwing the trailer on this guy. So we just need to untab those parts And this needs to come over here. Okay, guys, and from here, this part has to, I believe, come back down like so. And okay, guys, so you can see there are tabs back here. So we just need to get those back to the tabs. Get back to those tabs. There we go. Okay, and this is essentially what the trailer looks like. Less a couple parts. So what we need to do here, this bit here needs to be on top because this part will slide into this channel right here. Like so. And same thing with this side. Okay. And these two will notch in the center like so. Alright, that aside, guys, this is basically, good Lord. This is the, let's see, let's try it this way. Can never remember which one of these are supposed to go on top, guys. So I do this actually this way every time. So it's one of these two. All right, get in there, you. Okay, there we go. Oh yes, that fits better. So it's this one on top, not the little one. There's the little one, I think, is what goes on top for the actual robot figure. So, and then of course these need to go down so you can see the Decepticon symbology. And there is the trailer, guys. And to put the trailer in, we're basically just notching this into here. And it's sometimes easier if you get these flaps out of the way. So let's take the flaps and let's plug that in. And flaps, I believe, plug in somewhere. Maybe we have to do this. Alright, let's try it again. Yeah, this is the way that we need to do this. And so these will go up and over this part right here. And so up and over, come on you, up and over. And then of course, so this part, this little thing will notch right in there. So come to this side and we need to, oh, come on. We need to notch that in. As you can see, this is not an ideal way of doing this. But there it is. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at it with trailer. Guys, actually I hate this. I don't know what other way to say it. I am not a fan of this. I think it's kind of cool that you can have this trailer and all this assorted garbage on it, but I don't like this. I'm not a fan of this. I think this by itself is fine in vehicle mode. Or if you have him in Robot Rodimus Unicronus. So either a Hot Rod vehicle mode, Nemesis Hot Rod vehicle mode, or the Robot Rodimus Unicronus, guys. I don't like Nemesis Hot Rod particularly in robot mode, and I don't like Rodimus Unicronus at all in vehicle mode. Yeah, this is a pain. There's no other way to say it. It just is. So, and then of course to disassemble it, guys, all you have to do is take these parts off, which will form his arms, and from here fold down his legs, fold these parts out, take his legs out, and From there, we need to get this out of the way so we can move this back up here so that we can go back and form his torso like so, guys. And we'll put that down, and then we'll put these down and out of the way so that we can plug him back in and put a body back on him from here, guys. So these parts will go on his arms. We need to shift this around like I was showing you so that this part, let's take this out, actually I'll show you. So this part right here, come on, spoiler. So this part makes up his upper arms, and from there you can put him back into robot mood as Rodimus Unicronus, which I think I will do right now. So from here, switch that around, unplug this part, and this will need to come up. This needs to get out of the way for right now so we can find his head. And you can see there's the ports to plug it in. Oops, come on. Like so. This way. Like, come on, you. Like so, like so, like so. And then we need this chest piece plugged back in. This part here will fold down and out of the way. This part here will do the same. It knows what's good for it. And let's put this back in together. Here we are. And let's get this out of the way so we can plug him back in. Like so. And let's put his arms back on because I'm sure he would probably like to have those. And of course, thumbs on top, so that will be this one. Oops. And replug him, I guess. And let's put this other arm while we're doing that. Oops. Okay. All right. Back in the saddle. Good old Rodimus Unicronus, guys. There he is. Have your pistol back. There he is, guys. Rodimus Unicronus. One more time for the road. I would say, guys, if you're going to get a leader class, this is a good one to get. We are also probably going to be getting Power of the Primes Optimus because Orion Pax comes with that. There is a Nemesis Optimus that you can get as well, guys, if you prefer that one. Though you will have to go to Amazon to get that. That is an Amazon-only exclusive, guys. There is also a Rodimus. I don't think you need more than one of each figure, though, guys. There's not a reason to get Rodimus Unicronus and regular Rodimus. There's not a reason to get Nemesis Optimus and regular Optimus. I think just one of each is fine. We like this guy more as a villain. And Rodimus' story is a cool one. But I think he's better as a villain here because definitely Optimus, as far as the leader of the Autobots, I think Optimus is pretty much the be-all end-all as far as that goes. But anyway, guys, one of these is good to have. We're very happy with this. Like I said, it's a little bit much for Leo. This is a little bit beyond him. Studio series as well, guys. But he is certainly game to try, guys, and it's just something that'll come over time. You know, he definitely likes Transformers, definitely likes these. But he's always really liked the Legion, Commander and Legends class a little bit more, guys. And this one is huge. This is, like I said, the leader class. This is the first one we've gotten, and basically it's a deluxe class as well. You can run it just straight as a deluxe class if you guys want to do that. And I think that actually functions really well. It's a slightly larger deluxe class than normal, but it functions really well, guys. So you're almost getting 2 toys in one in a lot of respects here. And I think that's a really cool thing, guys. Power of the Prime has been a great line particularly compared to Titan's Return, guys. So we've been really happy with it. It's not as blockish as Combiner Wars was, although we did like Combiner Wars a lot as well. Anyway, though, that is our look at Power of the Prime's Leader Class Rodimus Unicronus with Nemesis Hot Rod, guys. If you enjoyed our look at this, guys, please give us the old thumbs up, guys. Hit the red subscribe button if you've not done so already, guys. If you'd like to be notified of the latest greatest content as it becomes available, guys, hit the blue bell next to the red subscribe button, or simply follow us on our Twitter feed, where all updates to the channel are made in live and direct time, guys. Twitter is arguably your better option these days. Guys, leave us a comment. Let us know if you have any leader class, if you are collecting the Power of the Primes, guys, what your favorite leader class is so far, if you have any of those. Or, guys, what your favorite toy from the Power of the Prime collection overall is, guys. We'd love to hear from you. Anyway, though, guys, that's going to do it for us this time. We will see you all next time. Bye-bye.